Welcome to Art Club. Today we're going to be creating these adorable peacocks. It's going to be so much fun. So let's get our supplies together. We're going to need to pick out two colors of paper. One that's going to be the tail of your peacock and one for the body of your peacock. So I am going to choose yellow for the tail and I'm going to do this green for my body. We're going to also need some glue and scissors, and I'm going to want markers to decorate with. Of course, if you have anything else at home to decorate with as well, maybe you've got stickers or crayons or glitter glue, maybe you have feathers, right? So anything like that you can definitely use as well. And of course, you can always use some googly eyes if you want as well for the eyes of your peacock. All right, let's begin here. I'm going to start off with my whatever color I'm going to be using for the tail. Okay, so I'm going to be using the yellow for my tail. I am going to turn it landscape, so that's like the long way, like this. Okay, and we're going to just be folding our paper back and forth, sort of as if we were making a paper fan. So here we go. I'm going to start the first fold and try to get it as even as you can. It might be a little bit off, but not a big deal. And you'll notice that it's about maybe a little short of an inch or so. They don't have to be that size, but that's what mine is. It tends to work well, something around that inch marker. I'm flipping my paper over, and now I'm folding it back in a zigzag in this other direction, so you can start to see what's happening here. Okay, so now that I've got on that one, I'm going to flip it back over and bring it up, fold it in this direction, and you can go slowly with this. Don't feel like you need to rush. In fact, if the video does go a little faster than you are, feel free to pause it or slow down the speed. Whatever works for you. Okay, here's how it's looking so far. About a third of the way done with this one. And here we go again. And again, I'm a little over half now. I think I've got two more folds here. Let's see. There's one more fold. And bring it back. Yep, last fold right here. And it's being a little tricky. There we go, and there we go. And you'll notice on mine even, they're not all exactly perfect. I don't know if you can tell that on the camera, but there's a little variation. So don't worry if you have that on yours as well. Okay? So it looks something like this, like a little accordion. So next what I want to do is I want to pinch it in the center, sort of as if it were a bow tie. Would that look nice? So pinching in the center, and I'm going to start to kind of fold it up. I want to try to get so that those top edges meet as best I can, and I'm going to give a little pinch down here to fold that. Okay? This next part might seem counterintuitive. It might seem like, oh no, we just did all that work. Why are we undoing it? But we're going to have to open it up. Okay? When you open it up, you should be able to still see all of the folds, right? And the fold down the middle. So basically, both of these edges here and here are going to end up being the top edge of our peacock. You can probably even kind of tell where they meet up. Okay, you can see that they don't quite match. Didn't do a great job about that, that's okay. But watch this again. So when I bring it all together, notice there's this side and this side. We will be eventually gluing those together. But for right now, we gotta get some cool decorations on here, right? So we need to open it back up. So I'm gonna choose some colors. Ooh, maybe I go with this beautiful pink color here, and I make some sort of a design. I really like to do this sort of upside down water drop, very classic peacock style, right? And I'm going to want to kind of do it, repetitively. So I could do where it's every single one of these peaks, or maybe it's every other one. With this one, you can see I did every single one was the same. But maybe for this guy, maybe I want to go every other one. Let's see, so then this would be, nope, I wouldn't have it there. Okay, so then we'll do another color around it. Let's see, I'll try something like that. Another upside down water drop. Now you can be doing any shapes you want. I'm just picking one that I tend to like a lot, but you can definitely choose other shapes as well for yours. Maybe you do a sun or a heart or what else? A star, right? You could do all kinds of fun different things. Okay, so then maybe I do those that color. Then maybe I want green for the in-between ones. I'm going to do the same shape and pattern, but just with a different color now. Let's see, I'm going to do, yep, that one here as well. And let's see, what color do I want to surround it? Maybe a blue. Can I find a blue? Let's see what I've got here. Yes, I've got a blue. There you go with that. So once again, I'm going to do the same shape as I had with the other ones, but just a different color. And you'll notice there's some variation in mine too, right? Like they're not all perfectly the same. And that's okay. It's part of the fun with art. Alright, put those black dots in there. I could choose to do, if I want to have something on the in-betweens too, maybe I put some kind of shape in there. Maybe diamond shape in there. Could have it colorful too if I wanted. I'm just kind of playing around and having fun here. Coming up with designs. Oh, and there's another in-between right here too. I'll get that one. Okay, but you're noticing I only have worked on half of mine so far, right? So I'm going to see, let's see, put this back together. Sometimes you got to play with it a little bit to get those folds to go back. There we go. Okay, and oh, I had it folded that way. So here we go. So now that I've got the one half done, I want to work on my other half, and I got to kind of plan this out. So that means this one's going to be pink, right? Because it goes pink, green, so that's going to be pink. I'm going to kind of pinch that. So I can remind myself this one is going to be a pink one, which means then skip that one. This one's going to be pink here as well. And what color did I have around the pink? I had orange, right? Orange around the pink. There we go. And same over here. Then I'll get my green marker out next for the every other one. That one was a little bit big. That's okay though. I'm just repeating what I did on that other side over in here. Then it was blue as the outline, and then I got to do the black dots on all of them, as well as my black diamonds in between. Then I should be ready to go. Of course, you can choose to do more than this. I just don't want the video to take too long. But if you want to pause it and add even more design to yours, please do. It'll make it look so beautiful. There we go. And then some black diamonds. Oops, my marker's dying here. Let me grab a new one. There we go. That's a fresh one. And last one. All right. Let's see how that turns out. I'm gonna move those folds back into place. There we go. And let's see, what way did I fold it? That way. That's looking beautiful, isn't it? Yay. Okay, I'm gonna set that off to the side for the moment because now we gotta make our peacock body. You can do this using a pencil. However, I am going to use my marker so that it's easier to see on the camera. So I'm going to start off with my peacock's beak area. So it's going to be sort of, oh, actually, you know what? So I don't waste paper. What I'm going to do first, I'm actually going to fold this in half. And I'm only going to use half of a sheet of paper for this because I know that it doesn't need to be that big, so I might as well cut it in half and save that other half for another art project another time. That way we've got a nice half sheet. Okay, now that I've got that ready to go at a better size, I'm going to get out my pencil. Well, you're getting out your pencil. I've got out my marker. And I'm going to make a beak, which is sort of just like a triangle shape, isn't it? From that triangle shape, we're going to draw sort of like a circular shape. Notice it's not a full circle. It's kind of more like the letter C and the letter V. From here, we want to continue that line down, and the same on this side, because those peacocks have nice long necks, don't they? Now from here, I'm going to twist that up and twist this around. It's going to sort of look like a water drop. See what I mean? Doesn't that look like a water drop? I mean, with a peacock's neck and head coming out of it, but yeah, like a water drop. So, something like that. And of course, if you need to pause at this point to get a better look and to take your time drawing, feel free to do so. But I am going to start cutting this out. There we go. And I know especially going around some of these edges and corners can take a lot of concentration. So feel free to go slow around those corners. Take your time, build your skills, do a great job. I'm going to continue to cut mine here as well. Ooh, around these tight little corners can be real tough, but you are doing a great job. Keep it up. All right, there we have our peacock body. Now you'll notice on mine, I actually didn't decorate it, but if you want to, let's say you want to add some color and some flair to your peacock body, now would be a great time to do that. Our final step then, once we've got our peacock tail and body looking just like we want, we're going to kind of remind ourselves of where it connects in the middle. So it's going to be right here. I'm going to pinch that so I remember where I want to put all my glue. I'm going to be putting it right here. Actually, I'm kind of noticing. I'm going to just try and see if I can fold it the other way. Because if I connect it there, watch what's going to happen. It's going to glue those two together. And I don't necessarily want that. So let me see if I can glue it this way. Let's see if that works. It does. It can work like that. I could always draw another one in here if I wanted to, but I think it actually looks kind of cool with the center like that. So play around with what looks best for your tail. So this is where I want the glue to go. Turn that around. And I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue there on that strip along the whole thing. Just like this. Alright, once I've got the glue all in place, one final time, I know we've been doing this a lot, we're going to get the peacock tail back together. We set our peacock in between, like that, and we help that glue find the other side, just like this. You might need to play around with it a little bit. That's okay. Get it to match up. There we go. That's matching up better. So just like that on the back side. And making sure it matches on the front too. Excellent. Look at that beautiful peacock. So fun. I hope you enjoyed our project today. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Don't forget to come on into our slides and click on the Hall of Fame down at the bottom here. Once you're in the Hall of Fame, you are simply going to claim your frame by putting in your name. There's a lot of great ones in here. Putting your name down at the bottom, then coming up to where it says insert, insert image and camera, and then holding your beautiful artwork up to that camera, and it'll automatically put the picture into the slide for you. Can't wait to see you next time. Hope you had fun.